The last one I made was a little too big, I think, for that commission. So I'm going to start anew, and I'm going to show you from the beginning. First I'm going to cone this. By coning, especially since this is some recycled clay, it helps get the consistency the same. So I'm squeezing around from both ends and coming up the piece into a cone, and then I'm going to push it to the side and bring it down, and it comes down nice and easy. You want to do that 3 to 5 times, I would say. Now I'm going to center it, which I already did it 3 to 5 times earlier. When you center, you want to brace your elbows. It's all about leverage, not arm strength. You just lean your back and hold. So now that I'm centered, I'm going to add the hole. Since this is a smaller piece, I'm going to use my thumb, because my thumb is the strongest single digit on my hand. When I go as far as my thumb can go, I'm going to switch to my 3 fingers. Slowly go straight down the middle, being careful not to hit the bottom, and to leave enough room for that extra large pedestal foot. Now that I have my hole, I'm going to open it. My elbows are braced. I'm going to pull slowly. When I reach the desired width of my bottom, I hold for a few rotations, ease away slowly. If I ease away too fast, and the centrifugal force is going to throw it off as soon as I relieve that pressure. So I got to relieve slow and easily. Now I'm going to pull. I use my inside hand as a brace, pushing back slightly with my inside hand, but my outside hand is doing most of the work. Again, I like to use the sponge to do my first few pulls on the outside. I hold it tight. Gather up a roll of clay at the bottom, and slowly and steadily pull up. The hardest part is going up slow. And after every pull, I'm going to readdress the rim. 2 points on the side, 1 on top, squeezing the side so that it pushes up against my top contact. The cylinder is a very important skill to master. Every form is a cylinder in the beginning, even a plate, at least the way I make plates. Remember, you want to define your rim early on, and then as you pull your cylinder and it gets thinner, you can glide where it's the correct thickness, basically just shaping it into the cylinder. We'll try one more pull. This could be a bad decision, but I like to try and get my pieces as thin as possible. And that's pretty good. Got a little risky there, but that's alright. Now moving back over to my wooden rib for the shaping. I'm not going to get any more water at this point if I can help it. Again, I have that angle. And I want to clear that off every time, because it can catch. We don't want that. Now I'm going to move on to my metal rib. My flexible rib. Help hone the shape. Again, I'm not going straight on here, I have an angle, so I'm hugging the piece with this shape that I'm bending it into. That helps me get a nice profile, helps me push the shape out evenly. You notice I'm only working in this section. Again, I'm leaving this top alone. I might be scarring it up a little bit here and there, but I'll just address that when I get to that point. There's no real reason to rush. Now I'm going to do my back of my thumbnail. Move up the piece very slowly. I'm going to collar this in a little bit. Do another pull with my thumb. So you'll notice every time you collar, it's going to make the walls thicker. So that allows you to pull that much taller. So I'm going to go back to my metal rib. Make sure that's nice and defined. I get a nice profile. Up into the rim, where I'm going to cut even and precise. Which is not always necessary. I often like pieces with a more obtuse top. But in this commission, we are kind of a slave to the buyer, and that's okay. So that's pretty good. I'm going to cut this off, again leaving some excess for that larger foot.